About 8 years ago, my whole life changed when I sat in the cold water for the first time. I think it's finally time I told my story about why I sit in the ice tub and what else my whole social media presence started with. If you're new to my channel, I'm Matt, leadership and business consultant. I help business owners, entrepreneurs get control of their schedule, get control of their priorities so they can scale their business without its sacrifice of the other important areas of your life. Let's get into the video. 8 years ago, I burnt out as an entrepreneur. I had to go to the emergency room multiple times in the middle of the night because my chest got tight. I couldn't breathe. I told my wife, Jaleesa, hey, I think we need to go to the emergency room. Went to the emergency room. They couldn't figure out what was wrong. They gave me strong steroids. And just prior to this, I started to develop some hives on my neck. We were away on a family getaway on a weekend. As we drove home, I noticed there was a hive on my neck. And as the next days started to unravel, I started to get more and more hives. And over the next couple months, it got worse and worse. It got so bad that my palms and the soles of my feet developed hives. Anytime I had pressure on my palms, my feet, or any part of my skin, anytime a barbell would touch my shoulders, and I own a gym for the past 12 years, so it's almost impossible not to touch weights or do anything like that. Anytime I worked out, it would get worse. It burned, it was itchy, it was very uncomfortable. And I remember going to the doctor and asking, will this go away? Will this subside? And he said, it might never go away. So I remember walking from the doctor's office to the pharmacy in that same building and sitting there, my hoodie wrapped over my head, almost covering my whole face because it was all over my face, my neck, my whole body, and thinking, what do I do with this? This is incredibly uncomfortable. And I was self-conscious of it too. And I just couldn't imagine what that would be like living with this for my whole life. So I started to go on a pursuit. And there's been a few things in my life, pursuit of knowledge and trying different things out. And there's been a few things in my life that I've experimented on myself with. And at this time I thought, okay, I'm going to start eliminating some foods. I'm going to stop working out as much. I'm going to get a mentor for my business. I'm going to start to really look at my whole schedule and way of living life. And this part of my journey actually brought me a lot closer to God too, just relying on Him and His goodness and knowing that no matter what I go through, He is there beside me. Even if it's not His will to free me of that in that moment, He's still good and He's still right there with me. And along this journey of researching things and trying to figure out how to make this go away, I found cold exposure. Originally, I was exposed to Wim Hof and this crazy guy sitting in the water and being able to control his breathing and his body temperature. And it wasn't some woo-woo thing. He showed other people how they're able to do it too. So I took my first cold shower. And I don't know where it happened, but along the way, my hives dissipated. They went away. And I give praise and glory to God in that. His timing's perfect. But as I did this practice of getting in the cold water, what started in a cold shower, then went to a galvanized ice tub that kept breaking in the winters, to a bigger blue 150-gallon ice tub, to now the mod tub, which I highly recommend if anyone's looking for a good ice tub. What that amounted to is me doing it almost every single day for 8 years. And I started to share my videos of me sitting in the ice tub and share my thoughts and ideas online. Now, the reason I did this, I think you can probably thank me, and I'm sorry for all those ice tub videos you're seeing online. I would have technically been the first, if not one of the first. I would have been technically one of the first, if not the first person to go in the ice tub and talk to the camera. So I apologize if you find those videos annoying. But I told myself, okay, I'm nervous to post on social media. I'm nervous to share my ideas. I'm nervous to expose myself, which could lead to judgment from others. So I'm going to commit to posting every single day, and I'm going to commit to posting my ice tub videos and sharing my thoughts. The reason I did that is, what crazier thing could I think about them? And that would expose me to judgment, would expose me to opinions. So I get over that fear and sitting in the ice tub, sharing my ideas, sharing my thoughts with all of you. And now I'm on a new adventure where I'm sharing more long-form content on YouTube because I had to adapt my style of creating content for Instagram. And my good friend Anthony has helped me build up my YouTube channel. And as I went along this journey on Instagram, I started to get more comfortable. I started to learn the art of storytelling. I started to care less about the opinions of people who might judge me and more about that one person who could benefit on the other side of my screen from what I might have to share, from one of my stories, from one of my struggles, from one of my breakthroughs. And then over the years, when my videos went viral, another one went viral. And now we're sitting here today in 2024. There's 70,000, 75,000 people following me on Instagram, just starting this YouTube journey. And I am forever grateful for the opportunities this has afforded me. I built businesses off of me sitting in the ice tub. And this is what I have to say. Don't overanalyze taking action. Don't overthink taking one small action. I could have never guessed what would come from me developing that one hive on the way home from the mountains that one weekend. I would never guessed that it would lead to me sitting on top of an ice tub I was sponsored with on my YouTube channel and tens of thousands of people finding interest and value in what I have to share. So take that first step. Don't overanalyze the outcome you want to see. Pursue it. Let it orientate you in a right direction. Pursue good things, but just worry about the steps today. Take action. Send a text of gratefulness to someone. Maybe it's your first cold exposure session. Maybe it's your first workout. Maybe it's loving your spouse first. Maybe it's asking for forgiveness first. Whatever that action step, whatever you need courage in today, go take action. Do it day after day. And remember, it's not about being perfect. Excellence is on the other side of stumbling and achieving and becoming better at the craft, becoming better and finding joy in the process instead of getting lost in the outcome that you think is going to give the fulfillment and purpose, when in reality, the purpose is in the journey. I hope you found this video beneficial. If you did, please let me know in the comments. If you want to discuss and chat further, more in depth, deeper, email me. It's in the show notes. And if you find my content beneficial, please subscribe. It helps me reach more people. Thanks for being here.